They this year. I mean, this is their only second game. I don't know right now. I would have to watch this game because I haven't seen it. This is only the second game. It seems like they're 50-50, but they always have a good ground game. But last year they had a really good passing game too. So I want to kind of say they're really good at both. That's what makes them difficult. Plus, they just have a lot of good guys. Now tonight, I know they said they're out. Their two top wide receivers, Puka and Nakoa. I think it was Puka and Nakoa. I think it was. So there it is. Yep, yep, yep. There it is. That's why I was like, they're pretty good at both. But yeah, also yeah, two receivers out. I think it's Puka and Nakoa that are out. Not Puka and Nakoa, but Puka and Nakoa. So, and I think they're out. They said they're out tonight. They might be out next week, which could benefit the Ducks, but we don't even know if that was real for tonight. I wasn't watching that game. It's on record, uh, like literally right here on my TV. It's waiting for me. But yeah, no, they're supposed to be. I agree with Mikey. They're pretty good at both. Really good at passing, really good at running. And when one takes a dip, like if they can't run, they pass. If they can't pass, they run. And they just balance each other out very nicely. Well, that's a fair point. I mean, that's a very fair point. But we don't know if they're going to actually be out. But that's why you look back at it as, regardless of this is why Oregon also interviewed. Oh, well, okay, I'll give it that. But this is exactly why the point. If two receivers are out, they balance it out the other way. This is why Oregon interviewed Sataki for the job, which when they said they were interviewing him for the head coaching job, I was kind of like, okay, I I'm in for that. He seems to be very energetic, loves his players, and seems to be developing them the way they do. To the best of his ability and the best that they can be. So I was actually on board with that when they said they were interviewing him. Didn't work out, but I like Sataki. Sataki seems like a very good head coach. And BYU is very lucky to have him at this point in time. Puka Nkoa. Well, yes, and I already commented on this. As I said, I wasn't sure. I saw the two receivers that were out earlier, and I was blanking on the second one. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the highlight of my memory list today. But yeah, they're supposed to be out there two top receivers today, and maybe next week even. Which again, we don't know if they really will be out, especially next week. Would that be a plus for Oregon? Well, of course. Will that help us entirely? No. BYU is a tough team. So we still have to be prepared for the passing attack and the running attack. But that's next week. That's next week, which we will just have to see how this goes with BYU and Baylor tonight. If it's over already, I don't want to know. I don't think it is because, again, I'm waiting to watch it. But next week, I will not be here to do the live post game for that. Someone else might be here on the Ducks channel. If they're not, I will do it on Monday morning live. So there will probably be no one watching. That's okay. But I'll do it on Monday morning if no one else does it for Saturday or Sunday because I'll be out of town. So, but let's look back one more time quickly here at Eastern Washington. I don't think we need to beat this on the ground. This is exactly what the team needed. We needed to have a recovery game. We needed to get refocused, balanced, and our confidence back, not just in the players, but the coaching staff and the fan base. And I think that's exactly what we saw tonight. Again, 42-7 at halftime. 70-14 is your final score. And I don't think that you could ask a whole lot more of the team. I mean, you could argue like, oh, you should have poured it on more. Fine. But is there a point? Point is, you got your team a lot of reps. You got them valuable time, and you got them to get experience. And most importantly, you didn't allow injuries. I think that's the biggest thing that you have to take away from this game. And that's important in the future coming up.